The meeting of the Water Commissioners has been called to order Thursday, July 18th, 2024 at 5:30 PM. Roll call, Chairman Ed Johnson, present.
Dave Miswar, present.
Commissioner John Kane, present.
Randy Brown, DPW Director, present.
Chrissy Mayette, DPW Office Manager, present.
Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Okay. Seeing none, we'll continue. John and Dave, have you reviewed the minutes of the last meeting?
I've reviewed the minutes and make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
I'll second the motion to accept the minutes as written.
Any discussion? Okay. All in favor, Ed Johnson, aye.
Dave Miswar, aye.
John Kane, aye.
Okay, motion carries. Elderly rate, gentlemen, we have two of them and they meet all the requirements, two elderly rate applications. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the elderly rate applications.
I'll second the motion to accept the elderly rate application.
Okay, any discussion? Seeing none, okay, all in favor, Ed Johnson, aye.
Dave Miswar, aye.
John Kane, aye.
Okay, motion carries. Monthly commitments, we got them to sign that. You sign that one, John, some monthly commitments. Randy, DPW Director's Report.
Okay, been a light meeting, a couple things since the last meeting. First item is the tie and bond doing our lead service line inventory.
Mhm.
This has been ongoing for a few months now. So as you know, we did a survey sent out to residents with a link to us to a website to either a self-assessment or to a request of in-person inspection. We got a total of 339 responses, which is not too bad, not great, but not terrible. So the next step is to do what's called vacuum excavation. So we know material size on some of the private side of the service. Now we need to identify this material on the public side. So basically before the curb stop. So we're going to do some vacuum excavations on select properties during the week of August 12th. And so we'll be putting postcards or door knockers on those properties when those are done. So they're aware of the work. The work will take about an hour or so. There's little impact. They're gonna core out a little cookie of the grass,
Okay,
put it aside, they'll do the vacuum excavation, locate the service, put the material back in the ground, put that little cookie cutter of grass back on and walk away. So hopefully you can't even tell they were working there
okay,
when it's all done. So that is being done the week of August 12th. And so I'll report back on how the progress of that at our next meeting. We had our sanitary survey done on April 17th. The report was received on July 1st, and there's a copy in one of the packets here if you want to take a look at. Overall, it was a good inspection. A couple of the action items we have to follow up on are we do what's called emergency response plan training every year. It's more informal with myself and the operators. But what we have not done is just formalize it, have like a sign-in sheet. So DP wants us to formalize that. So we'll do that moving forward. There was one item at one of the pump stations where there was a missing screen along the motor casing. So that's been replaced. And also we had high unaccounted for water and high residential gallons per day usage. So they wanted like an action plan on those. So those reports are being in progress to be developed. So other than that, those are the big takeaways. So overall good inspection.
Good.
But the report is in the packet if you want to take a look at it.
Okay.
I'm happy to share that later on. Water restrictions were lifted on July 9th due to return of normal flow levels in the Russell River. We did our usual code red call and I notified DEP of that. We are in the midst of the shut-off process. So bills were due end of May.
End of May, right?
May,
Yeah.
yeah. We went through demand process and we're about to send out shut-off letters to all of the delinquent property owners. There's about 200 or so.
really?
Which is, I think, about where we
About
were
normal.
last year, Christie, maybe a little less,
It's a
right?
little less, it was around 180.
This year's
Yeah,
under,
So
I know last
this
year
year's
was-
180, last year was like 215, I think.
Yeah, it was over 200.
Shut-offs last year.
we did shut off,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
We did.
So
We did, it
we
was
followed
really
through,
interesting.
and I think we only ended up shutting off 2 or 3.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Everybody
So
else
once
paid up.
once we get to this process, then people really come in, they start paying.
Right,
Yeah, once they know that it's gonna
Yeah.
get shut off.
Yeah.
That's the thing, if you just
Yeah.
hold the line,
Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll be going through that process, starting, well, the letters will be due August 5th with payment, and then we'll start our process the next day.
Okay,
If for those that are needed. And the last item here is lead and copper. We are preparing our next round of lead and copper sampling during the third quarter of 2024. So
okay.
I just have a question about the lead line inventory. Who is responsible for the change out from the curb stop? Is it gonna be the homeowner or is that part, is there gonna be any grants or anything coming?
If there is a lead service identified,
Yeah,
I suspect there will be grant funding available.
Okay.
So the state is putting in hundreds of millions of dollars in this program.
yeah,
So right now, we're in the kind of the initial exploratory phases.
Yeah.
But once this program, every town has to report back to DEP by the middle of October with, the report, the inspection reports.
Okay,
And I believe that there will be probably quite a bit of money left over or in future grant rounds
Mhm.
for replacing
Replacing.
grant lines. Yeah.
okay,
So of the 337 we've identified, there's been no lead in Southwick. I think there were 5 galvanized lines, which has partial lead in it,
oh, really?
but it's not, they're not lead,
wow,
That's pretty good.
not lead, so. And the rest are all copper plastic.
work order summary. We didn't have too much to be on. Yeah, saw that. Hey,
On South Long Yard, was that already been leaking there before, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
same service. It was
Okay.
right, same location.
yeah, same
So,
spot. Yeah.
Yeah, we fixed that.
Is the pipe going bad or was there something?
There's, I think, a pinhole in the pipe. Yep. It was right next to where the old clamp they dig down and the old clamp was right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
It's just right next to.
Literally right next to it.
It's
So,
the way they goes, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, old business, non-essential water restrictions
Oh, that's just a follow-up,
of the,
yeah, we did lift those restrictions on July 9th, so.
Okay.
We have been tracking the flows. We were actually very close to going back into restrictions yesterday, but we had enough rain. And I guess Tuesday night to bring the levels up, so I track it every day. Christy does as well. So,
And we're not gonna get any rain all next week either, so
yeah, if we
It's
get,
close.
if we get 3 or 4 days of no rain, we'll most
it's
likely.
going right
we'll be
back up, yeah, going back on, yeah, okay. Anything else on the new business? Old business, I mean?
You know what, the only thing I did not put on the agenda was, this time of year, we typically reorganize the board.
Okay.
Or we talked, have the discussion.
Right,
We can put it on the agenda for the next meeting if you like.
no, we do it now, I don't care.
Alright, so Warren wants to talk about it.
Doesn't matter to
You
me.
still wanna do it?
For the pay, yeah. It's up to you guys, I don't care.
You should
Alright.
probably put it on an agenda.
You guys are getting paid.
The agenda, okay,
Yeah, put it on there for next month.
okay.
Okay, new business,
Nothing for me.
nothing, okay. Next meeting is August 22nd, 2024.
That's a question mark, is that what? We're
Yeah,
showing?
Yeah, I'll be around.
Yeah, I should be around, yep,
I think I'm gonna be on vacation this week.
you are?
Be the chairman.
No,
You'll be the chairman.
yeah, awesome.
August 22nd, I think.
Long as I'm not the secretary.
Yeah, I should be here, yeah, August 22nd, I should be here, yep.
Yeah, I think I'm on vacation.
So just be John and I then?
Think so.
If you don't have to go into water restriction, we shouldn't have much to do.
No, no. So you'll just have to send us, you want to be the chairman, right?
Proxy vote.
Yeah. Okay, we're all set.
Yeah,
Okay, the Board of Water Commissioners will now vote to go into executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 38, Section 21A, to discuss 18 Hudson Drive material and labor bill dated 10/12/23. Have a motion, John?
You're gonna
Oh,
read.
oh,
you're gonna-
Under the pros, number 3, to discuss tragedy within respect, collective bargaining or litigation, if an open meeting may turn effective on the bargaining or litigation position of the public body and the chair so declares, not to reconvene in open session.
Yep, make a motion to go into executive session, not to reconvene in open session in accordance with the regulation noted by the chair.
I second.
Okay, Ed Johnson. Yes.
Dave Mesmore, yes.
John Kane, yes.
Executive
the
session.
door?
Yep.
Shut the-